Did you see the direct? I did, and we have to talk about it. I'm not going to be watching the direct. I'm going to be scrolling through a live tweet or jumping right into it. A new Kirby game coming out in 2022, and it's supposedly early next year, and obviously this is super cute. And I am very, very excited. This was actually leaked on the Nintendo website early, so this is actually the leak stuff. Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. We've got new monsters, new content, new doggo skins, new weapons, new armors. I am excited. As you all know, I do enjoy me some Monster Hunter, so this is a pretty darn cool thing to have. Mario Party Superstars, which is going to have daytime and nighttime effects on different maps, looks interesting. It looks like they learned a lot from the last one, so I'm excited to see what they do with this one. Voice of Cards, this one didn't really speak to me. I kind of zoned out on this one. So Disco Elysium, it's not exactly on my radar. Hyrule Warriors got an expansion pass, that's cool. Chocobo GP looks awesome. Like, it looks pretty darn good. I wouldn't be surprised if this game was like actually taking over for Mario Kart, because we've been on Mario Kart 7 or 8 for like 16 years, it feels like. It's been a really long time. I mean, we got a rollerbladed Chocobo. Like, that alone is already pretty rad. So I'm into this. It seems like it's a lot of fun. They're doing this magic concept. So instead of hitting like a question block and getting items from the Mario games, you get magic spells from the Final Fantasy games. Makes sense. So seems neat. Everybody has their own specialty move, which is kind of cool. Although they seem to operate similar to like the Superstar. Kirby and the Forgotten Land, that's the one that leaked. I didn't get spoiled on this one, which is great. I did see a joke tweet that was a spoiler that didn't have a real spoiler, and I thought it was a spoiler, and I got a little upset, but we got over it. This is probably the most important thing. Nintendo is doing an update for Animal Crossing, and they're doing a full direct that's going to be centered around Animal Crossing in October. And if those of you who don't know, this is Brewster, and this is the coffee shop in Animal Crossing. I read a funny tweet that was like, it's incredible how like Nintendo's updates for Animal Crossing are like, you can sit down now, and after 18 months of updates, you can now press A to sip a coffee, and everybody goes bananas. It's very true. It's honestly like, I got goosebumps while watching this trailer, and there's almost nothing in it. I literally got goosebumps. Like, I felt chill. I'm feeling chills right now. I can feel the hairs on my neck standing up because I'm gonna get a coffee from a bird, man. Silly, but it is true. It's just absolutely wonderful. We love to see it. And then we had Dying Light 2, which is actually pretty interesting because it is the Cloud Edition. This is an extremely graphically intense game, Dying Light 2, and to see this game get the full cloud treatment is pretty cool, because basically we're going to be able to play a game that's way beyond the capabilities of Nintendo Switch, and if they get the cloud gaming thing right, it's going to open the door for a lot of really cool stuff. I'm looking at you, Final Fantasy 14. If I could play 14 on the go with a Nintendo Switch, I would be so happy. I would be so happy. Imagine if they can get that semi-stable on like a 15 to 30 meg connection, I could definitely tether my Switch to my phone and play Final Fantasy anywhere in the world on my Nintendo Switch. The dream, okay? I'm just saying. Project Triangle Strategy is probably one of the most questionably named games of the entire direct. I'm not sure if Triangle Strategy is a very good title for anything, but they're just rolling with it. These are the same developers who did Project Octopath, which became Octopath Traveler. So perhaps it will be Project Triangle Strategy will become Project Three-Sided Journey. I don't know, but we'll have to see. So they did give a new trailer for Metroid Dread, which was really cool because that had a ton of really amazing. This game looks amazing. I'm so excited for Metroid Dread because there's so much happening in the game itself. There's like air movement, and there's like teleporting, and there's like different gun styles, and there's like jumping and tethering and all this crazy stuff. It looks amazing. I'm very, very excited about this game. For those who aren't aware, I am a big Metroidvania fan. Fell in love with Hollow Knight, put hundreds of hours into it, just beat Ori and the Blind Forest. I'm playing Symphony of the Night right now. I just finished replaying Castlevania DS, and that's all this year. Those are just games I played this year, and I played a lot of Metroidvania. Very into it. I'm going to be buying the Castlevania Advance Collection, which will come up in a little bit. So this is a big one. Not 100% on board with this one, although 100% on board with all the features. Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack, they're doing an add-on. You can pay a little bit more and you get N64 and Sega Genesis games. They've got a whole list of Genesis games here, and I'll just run through them real quick. Castlevania Bloodlines, cool. Contra Hardcore, cool. Phantasy Star 4, interesting. Ristar, I never played it. Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. I'm telling you, Puyo Puyo fans just keep eating this year. I can't believe that they're still doing this. We got Echo the Dolphin, who cares? Sonic 2, that's pretty cool. I was really into Sonic 2 when I was a kid. Streets of Rage, always amazing. Strider, this box art for Strider, incredible. We love to see it. Gunstar Heroes is another really good one. It's a shmup. We have N64 games, Mario 64, Zelda 64, Winback, which I never got into. I tried to play it when I think we rented it from the video store when I was young. I couldn't handle it. Mario 64, Star Fox 64, Mario Tennis, Yoshi's Story, and my personal favorite grab from the whole list, Dr. Mario 64. When I tell you that I love Dr. Mario, y'all nerds don't realize that I am a Dr. Mario fanatic. And Dr. Mario 64 happens to be my personal favorite blend of the game. It's my favorite version, hands down. I like it better than all the other versions. I can't help it. And I'm very, very excited. So Castlevania Advance Collection. This is a pretty darn cool one. It's going to have a whole bunch of the really, really awesome games. Aria of Sorrow, I think, is the one that I really like. That's the first game that had Soma, which is my favorite Castlevania protagonist. The protagonist also from the Nintendo DS Castlevania game. That was Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow. Very, very cool games. Shigeru Miyamoto came out, and yeah, this was a weird one. So apparently they're making a Mario movie that's animated, which is exciting, and it's going to be made by Illumination Studios, who, if you're not aware, that's the Minion guys. So that's Despicable Me, and the casting for the voice acting is interesting to say the least. We've got Mario, played by Chris Pratt. We got Luigi, played by Charlie Day. Charlie from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Anya Taylor-Joy is Peach, which is probably the only casting that nobody really has a problem with. Very famously Italian Chris Pratt. Right, it's like super Italian guy. Jack Black is going to be playing Bowser. Keegan-Michael Key of Key and Peele is going to be playing Toad, the little mushroom guy. Toad. My brain. Seth Rogen will be playing Donkey Kong. I can't do it. I'm sorry. This is what we have to look forward to in the future. Splatoon 3 is coming. Awesome. I'm excited about that. And then, of course, to top it off, Bayonetta 3. Bayonetta looking absolutely fire in this game. Just the absolute perfect picture of Bayonetta that I've ever seen. A lot less fan servicey, and I'm loving her new hairdo. Very, very adorable. I love this. This looks so good. Her makeup, her eyes, her glasses, everything is just incredible. Bayonetta, fierce as ever. There's a lot of, let's say, concerns with the Nintendo Switch's capability to keep up with a game like this. This game, if you're not aware, was actually announced in 2017. That's a long time. 5 years is a long time. And we're gonna have to wait another year because it's not coming out until 2022. And they didn't give a specific date. So that means we're not going to be able to see the exact date probably until Q1, maybe even Q2 of next year. So we're probably looking at a Q4 release for Bayonetta 3. That's my guess anyway. The whole direct was pretty great. all in all, I loved the hype. I love the way that they're setting it up. There is going to be 2 new directs that are coming. Early October, we're going to have a Smash Direct where the last character is going to be revealed and Sakurai is going to show off the character. And then in October as well, we're going to have an Animal Crossing Direct where we're going to be able to see the new update for Animal Crossing. They're adding new content, which is also very, very exciting. So I'm into it. I love it. I'm excited about it. I love Nintendo. I love Nintendo games. There's a lot of stuff on the horizon as well as things that are already available that I'm actually very, very interested in. Thanks for catching up with all of that with me. And so let's jump into Animal Crossing for the day. It's time for some video games. Let's go. So I'm going to start the live split here. So I have made some adjustments to the way that